Hello my dear fashion enthusiasts, I'm delighted to welcome you back today on the Brandibay Fashion Channel to discover together the Mugler Fall Winter 2026 fashion show, presented during Paris Fashion Week under the direction of Miguel Castro Freitas. From the very first moments, the setting at the Palais de la Porte Dorée establishes a very distinctive atmosphere. The Art Deco architecture, rich with history, immediately resonates with the message of the show. And I find that this choice of venue deeply enhances the reading of the collection, as it introduces a reflection on power, authority, and their visual representations. Very quickly, it becomes clear that Miguel Castro Freitas is not trying to replicate Mugler, but rather to translate its essence through a contemporary lens. The concept of the commander takes shape in a structured wardrobe where power dressing becomes almost a study. What's particularly interesting is that this authority is never fixed. It evolves, it shifts, it transforms throughout the silhouettes. The opening looks establish a strong sense of discipline. Black leather jackets, precisely tailored and sometimes defined by diagonal zippers, create a silhouette that feels both authoritative and sophisticated. The shoulders are sharply defined, the waist sculpted, and we find that almost architectural construction that is so central to Mugler's identity. Personally, I think this control of volume is one of the strongest aspects of the show. Gradually, the references emerge in a more subtle way. There are cinematic influences with silhouettes that evoke a kind of nocturnal, almost mysterious glamour, while other looks, more elongated, recall reinterpreted historical wardrobes. But nothing is literal, everything is suggested, which brings a real visual richness. The military-inspired skirt suits in glossy leather introduce a very compelling tension. The contrasts in materials between smooth surfaces and metallic reflections create a strong visual impact. And then the pleated lame dresses soften the overall composition. They bring movement, an almost liquid fluidity, while maintaining that distinctly futuristic edge. This dialogue between rigidity and fluidity truly sits at the heart of the collection. Some silhouettes, highly structured and almost rigid, lean into a uniform-like aesthetic, while others break that tension with more flexibility. And this is where the show becomes captivating. In that constant balance between control and release, there is also a dystopian, almost cinematic influence throughout, with references that evoke futuristic worlds. It gives the collection a slightly cold, sometimes even distant dimension, yet always controlled. And I find that this perfectly reflects the idea of a modern form of power, more subtle, more internalized. Beyond the garments, there is a deeper reflection on the role of clothing itself. Here, it's not just about dressing the body, but about constructing a presence. The pieces shape posture, impose an attitude, almost an identity. And this is where the collection reveals its full depth. Among the strengths, we can clearly highlight the coherence of the vision, the precision of the tailoring, and the ability to reinterpret Mugler's heritage without falling into repetition. However, some of the more reference-heavy silhouettes can occasionally feel slightly too conceptual, to the point of losing a bit of clarity. But this remains quite subtle. In the end, this Fall-Winter 2026 collection confirms an interesting direction for Mugler. A structured, assertive fashion that explores power not as spectacle, but as a personal, almost intimate construction. And that evolution, to me, feels particularly relevant today. I'll now let you fully enjoy the show, enjoy the viewing. Thank you for watching this video on Brandibay Fashion, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, and I'll see you very soon for another fashion analysis.